Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alec Reed. This is my channel, Alec Reed, and today we're reading another poetry session. So let's jump right into it. My fears. My fears are different than yours. They always have been ever since I was a kid. As a kid, the other kids were afraid of the dark or monsters under the bed. I was afraid of not waking up in the morning. I was afraid of the feeling of getting sick again. I was afraid of my joints locking up. I was afraid of the feeling that came with my joints locking up, the surge of pain, the pressure, the feeling of my limbs being ripped apart. As I got older, the fears became different. What if I got sick again before I have a chance to do anything, before I had a partner, before I built that house, before I have those kids, before I get everything done that I want to get done? The thing is, in between those thoughts, I have gotten sick more than once. I have had my joints lock up. I have felt the pain that comes with my joints locking up, the pressure, the surge of pain, the feeling of giving up. But no matter how many times I've been sick, no matter how many times I've felt it, it's still endlessly terrifying. At the same time, I have this deafening fear of no one actually understanding what I feel, how bad my joints hurt, how terrified I am of getting sick again, how tired I am, how cold I am. The worst fear of all is the fear of no one understanding you, the fear of someone looking at you and saying that you're just normal, the fear of someone looking at you and saying that you don't look like you're in pain. You may not see it because you only look at me for a split second. You only look in my eyes for a fraction of a second. I live with my condition. You don't see the warm baths that don't work, the meds that don't work, the braces that never work, the money I spend on braces that don't work. You don't see me crying in the floor because I can't physically move my body without being the feeling of being stabbed. You don't see me fainting in the middle of a grocery store. You don't see how my fingers and toes get so cold they turn purple. You don't see a lot of things because you only see me for a split second. My life to you is 1,000,000 seconds built into one, all of those seconds pretending to be okay so that I can be normal, because for God's sakes, that's all I want. All I wanted for God knows how long. Normal. The thought of being normal is a dream that I wanted to be able to grasp so bad. Normal, the thing that I always longed for, the thing that I used to pray for, the thing that I always wanted, the thing that it has just always been too far out of my reach, the thing that always slipped through my cold purple fingers, the thing that I'm always compared to, the thing that everyone says I am, the things that the doctors say I never will be, the thing that I strive for, the thing that I will never receive. And now I will be reading a poem called Yes, You Love Her. Yes, you love her. And yes, she was the title of many chapters, but that doesn't mean that she's the title of your book. If she was, you'd get good morning text. If she was, you'd get flowers on Valentine's Day, even though you're her boyfriend. If she was, she wouldn't have left. There is no such thing as right person, wrong time. If they were the right person, they would make it the right time. They would make it perfect. They would hold your hand as you cross the street. They would dance with you in the rain. They would call you every morning and every night just to say hello. So, yes, you loved her, and maybe for the time being, she loved you. But she is the title of some of your chapters, and someone else's name is on the cover of your book. So, no, you do not need to go back. The next one I have is yes. Yes, you are 5'3", but you also have a dimple on the left side of your face, but only when you're smiling for real. Yes, you have brown hair, but you also have this one curl at the back of your neck. And no matter how tight you tie that ponytail, it will still fall out. Yes, you have green eyes, but you also have specks of blue around the center and brown around the edges. You look like your mom, but you also tap people's backs when they hug you 3 times because your dad told you that it means I love you. Yes, you paint your nails blue, but you also paint them that color because they're the same color as your brother's eyes. Yes, you wake up early, but you also refuse to drink coffee. Instead, you play loud music and dance because you say endorphins are better than any caffeine. So yes, you may look a certain way, but it means nothing. Not when the way you hug means something. Not when I see it. How human you are, how everything you do is for a reason, how perfect you are. This one is called Letter After Letter. I do want to put a little bit of a trigger warning on this one. It can get pretty dark. Letter after letter, day after day, I've written 1,000,000 suicide notes. I have labeled them and put them all in a box, hid them away from the light in a place where no one could find them. I know what it's like to lose someone. I know how hard grief can hit someone. I know what grief can do, so no one will ever read those letters. They will be in that box for all of eternity. I will not I will not leave my brother with a ghost of a sibling. I will not leave my mother with one less of a child. I will not leave my first friend without the friends from their childhood. I will not be the first of my friends to be lost. I will not be a ghost of an aunt to my nephews. No, I do not want to be here, but no, I do not want to put my family through what I've been through, so I will wake up and I will say one more day, and I will say one more day until the end of my days, even if I never feel true joy, even if I never feel any sort of emotion. I will never leave them. I repeat, I will never leave my mother without a daughter, my brother without a sister, my nephews without an aunt, my friends alone. Everyone says I should be happy for me. But the thing is, I have never thought of myself as a person. I have never been a happy person. The thing is, grief will tear a person apart. Grief takes people more than you know. When you lose someone, you get this hole in your life. And there are 1,000,000 people who fall into that hole as soon as it opens. I refuse to be the reason that my brother loses a mother, or my nephew loses his mother, or my friend's mother loses a child. I'm not living for myself. I'm living so that others will keep going. They will never know how hard it is for me to wake up in the morning to get out of bed. All they know is that I lived one more day. Would you love me? Would you love me if I was a rock? Would you love me if I was a worm? Oh, sorry. Let me say that more accurately. It would be more accurately phrased if I said, would you love me if I was not who I am? If I could not provide any sort of details, if I could not clean the house or cook or sit on the couch with you or have a conversation, or if I couldn't hug you, kiss you, do anything with you, would you love me if I broke my vows and changed into someone completely new?